Kurva mać, suka, blach, and that... That is my official reaction to all the news coming in today. Of course, a very jam-packed news day today. A lot of information around the coronavirus that, of course, is being censored by YouTube. That, surprisingly is all coming out to be completely true. 3 major, huge court proceedings happening right now. 2 of them that you're hearing a lot about, and 1 that is being significantly underplayed. Can you guess which one? And before we just jump straight into the news, away from all the utter lunacy, disinformation, propaganda, warfare that's going on against you, I wanted to remind everyone that we are getting royally screwed by YouTube. A good friend of mine sent me these numbers that look at the suggestions that our channel gets on other YouTube channels, and we are getting almost 0 suggestions on other channels. This, of course, is directly speaking about our videos and our channels being recommended to other people, and according to this website that keeps track of all this, we have a negative 98% impressions advantage with our video and channel being shown. The top one is this channel that I've never heard of before, RFB2, which is 10 daily impressions. Meanwhile, the channels that are recommended from on our channel, the channels that you get shown the most, that the videos play the next of, they're not our videos, which usually for channels that's what usually happens, but they're Fox News, they're Vice, they're MSNBC, they're Vice News, and all these other confirmed propaganda networks that we have nothing to do with, that we have no relations, but these are the channels that are shoved down your throat. Channels that, of course, we're very critical of. Meanwhile, our channel is just utterly 98% screwed and hidden away from everyone. And again, this is why I am reminding everyone to please sign up on our email list so we cannot be censored. The link will be in the description below. All you have to do is fill in your email, and this is the one true way that free speech, free independent thought, free legitimate journalism can survive. The link will be in the description below, and I sincerely thank all the people who have done that, and to also check your spam box, because a lot of the emails are going to either the promotion box or the spam box. There's no clear answer on how to get away from just the clear attacks against us, but at least having your email will safeguard us in one particular way. I'm also thinking about starting another channel completely clean. Let me know if you guys would be okay with that idea, and just starting brand new, because this channel hasn't been growing for a very long time, and many people are unsubscribed from it without even them knowing it, and clearly there's a huge bias here, since of course we tell you the truth regardless of the consequences. And then we also confronted the main head honcho of Alphabet, Google, YouTube at the time, Eric Schmidt at Bilderberg, which, probably doesn't put us in good standing, and maybe why this would be smarter to start brand new. And again, this is going to be a major move, and I would love to have your input, especially in the comment section below, about how we should proceed further, if we should start a new channel, how we should do that, or even if we should just start doing something else, because it's pretty clear the game is rigged, and we cannot continue the way that we've been going in the last few days, as of course YouTube is prioritizing propaganda outlets like this that are absolutely discredited pieces of trash. And this actually segues very nicely to the first story, which is surrounding the coronavirus, which YouTube has been deleting videos about. Now, YouTube has also deleted some of my videos, but they do not notify me when this happens. I just see a big reduction in our views, and don't even get an email or a notification. I have to scramble and try to remember which one of our hundreds of videos did they just decide to memory hole. But this doesn't just happen to us, it just happened to China Uncensored, which in my opinion is a reputable independent media organization. I haven't seen them promote any kind of fake news, and I've seen them predominantly be accurate on their reporting, and they had their video taken down surrounding the coronavirus. Twitter, of course, is taking similar measures, deleting Zero Hedge, another independent media organization, because of their articles talking about the possibility of this coronavirus being made in a bioweapons lab facility, which again, we've also been talking about, and all the evidence strongly suggests that this is the case here. It's still too early to tell, but even from Chinese authorities, American authorities, this looks like the coronavirus, COVID-19, came not from bat soup, but from another source that doesn't paint a positive picture for many governments. Now, it is important to understand, after complaining, after the people raised their voice, YouTube actually reinstated this video, but never gave a direct response to why it was taken down in the first place, which would be some, important information, since they clearly made a mistake. And again, everything we do here, if it's an opinion, we tell you directly it's an opinion. Other than that, we show you direct proof, articles, and sources to our reporting. Now, the coronavirus is not only destroying independent media creators' ability to tell you what actually is happening with the coronavirus, but it also is having a very detrimental effect on the economy. And if you've been watching our videos, we've been telling you the coronavirus will have a big human impact, but the economic impact will be very big from here. As today, we are getting the notice that the Dow plunged over 1,000 points as many people are selling off their stocks in fears that the coronavirus outbreak will get worse from here and, of course, slow down economic progress. Of course it will. A lot of people are afraid to travel. There are 53 confirmed cases in the United States, including 14 Americans that were knowingly infected with the coronavirus, but still boarded a plane back to the United States from Japan. Individuals who were supposed to remain in Japan for treatment because of some bureaucratic State Department official who overruled the CDC without informing the executive office, and decided to bring them back anyway, endangering many other individuals, showing you once again that government is completely incompetent. I still can't understand, with so much proof, so much evidence, so many stories just coming out showing you how irresponsible, negligent, or ignorant, or just outright criminal government could be, to have some individuals being like, ooh, government created a problem? We just need more government. No, you dummy. You need decentralization. You need accountability, which of course is the opposite of a big government. And again, the coronavirus is spreading all over the world, including Italy and Iran. Iran, by the way, that can't get proper medical equipment. They can't even get specific anti-cancer medications because of U.S. sanctions. That definitely is not a fun situation that the country and people of Iran are being punished by the United States for. But outside of just Iran becoming a major epicenter with their neighboring countries closing the borders to them, Italy has also been severely hit, with now officially 219 infected, with many people worrying that there are more. 6 people have officially died in Italy. There is a lot of panic buying in grocery stores, with many commonly used items being just wiped clean from supermarkets, including, of course, Nutella. Checkpoints have been established all throughout the country, and even Tom Cruise can't film Mission Impossible 7 because of this virus. And if this virus could stop the Scientologist, 50-year-old superstar, now you know we're dealing with something serious here. Again, facetiously speaking. But again, the cases worldwide are growing, coming, of course, from China. That just a few days ago was saying, hey guys, everything's fine, go back to work, don't worry about it. And now the Chinese government is even canceling their own meetings in fears of this virus spreading to top political figures. But they're still using this opportunity in the most outrageous way possible by warning its citizens not to travel to the United States because of, quote, racism and unfair treatment that they will get from the United States. Again, they also expelled many Western journalists from their country over, quote, racial discrimination. Why? Because again, they criticized the government's response, which is legitimate. The Chinese government has been arresting, detaining, and censoring people who have been warning about this virus before it hit the global stage. And just as a perfect example of what really this whole identity politics, race-based divide and conquer scheme is all about, the government, the Chinese government of all governments, bastardizing any legitimate racism and saying, oh, it's racism to hold us accountable to what we did. And again, this is the ultimate plan. This is the ultimate end game from many governments. This is why we're seeing many kind of establishment figures. This is why we're seeing many elitists. This is why we're seeing a lot of governments pushing this whole social justice, warrior, PC correct narrative, because again, it empowers them to take away people's rights, people's speech, and to get away from legitimate criticism against them, as they have people divided and conquer, fighting against each other based on their race, ethnicity, sex, whatever they decide to put themselves on top of or below or inside of them or outside of them. It doesn't matter what you do at your own home, but just know that kind of information is being emotionally empowered and weaponized to, of course, at the end of the day, screw you over. So yeah, F that jazz. And other screw you over news, we of course have the latest developments surrounding Harvey Weinstein, a man who hired Israeli intelligence agents to spy, harass, and intimidate his victims and lawyers from releasing the true nature of his activities, was just found guilty on 2 of 3 charges, has been sent to Rikers Island right now, and according to many experts, will face the remainder of his life in jail, with still more court proceedings scheduled and planned in Los Angeles in the near future. Now again, this is after many accusers came out and were a part of these court proceedings. And this news is kind of surprising to me, especially with how connected, how rich Harvey Weinstein was, of course, being close friends with Bloomberg, Jeffrey Epstein, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton. And honestly, I'm a little surprised that he actually went down for everything that he went down for. What's your reaction to this? Because I'm still trying to honestly make sense of this. The second important court case that's happening right now that's getting a lot of media attention is, of course, the Jussie Smollett case, where he just pleaded not guilty towards new charges of lying to police after the hoax race attack that divided a nation a few months ago. But the most important case that you're not really hearing a lot about, unless you're watching, independent media that really cares about this, unless you're watching real journalists that care about the future of their job and ability to tell the truth about governments, unless you're watching individuals that care about those basic freedoms, those basic principles that keep us free, because you probably won't get a lot of this from CNN. But the most important case, in my opinion, that's happening right now is, of course, the start of the Julian Assange extradition case that just began today and will have very grave implications about the future of freedom in the Western world, with the Americans already claiming very serious allegations against Julian Assange that he somehow, again, this is so arbitrary here, but the United States is arguing that Julian Assange put American agents at risk. Not that it happened. Not that there's any legitimate evidence, which there isn't any. But the United States is arguing that Assange put Americans at risk, at the possibility, didn't happen again, of being tortured and murdered. Again, that's a ridiculous case, because some people could say, oh, I drove in the car. I got put in a risk of being killed since people get in a car accident. That's essentially what you're saying here. They're also saying that their boogeyman that used to work for the U.S. government, Osama bin Laden, Tim Osman, a CIA-handled individual, allegedly used documents from WikiLeaks, which again, I'm going to want some proof of that, and there absolutely isn't. We're seeing a lot of hyperbolic accusations being made, but not a lot of evidence, and unless you have that, I do not believe anything coming from the intelligence community that lies to the American people all the frickin' time. I'm sick and tired of them telling us, oh yeah, what? Is Assange also hiding weapons of mass destruction? Oh, is he also just a moderate rebel that's gonna free a country to spread... Come on, gosh darn it. This is just ridiculous, and this is a direct attack by Donald Trump against the press freedoms, the few, the very little that we still have in this country. Again, Assange is not a U.S. citizen, and for him to be extradited and prosecuted here is a huge disservice for any individual that cares about any individual sovereignty. That's my case. If you think I'm wrong, let me know why in the comment section below. I always answer comments within the first hour that a video is out. So if you want to be a part of the conversation and get the videos first, click the notification button, and maybe you even click the subscribe button. And I'm getting individuals telling me, oh, I've just been unsubscribed. Maybe if you click the notification button, you'll still get some of our videos. It's hit or miss, but again, I can't tell you guys enough. So please sign up on our email list. This is far more important than ever, especially with us moving to a new channel possibly very soon. It's a miracle that I'm still here. Seriously. Love you guys. Can't thank you enough for giving me this amazing opportunity against all the odds to still be here. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org.